All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TD.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
11 MT.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 more.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
On 1, ready? 11. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
The one things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So they come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a draw play with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
On the move to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
So the roughing call there on the extra point and going to give him another shot.
Pretty good sell job there, too. I think it was the right call, but a little embellishment never hurts.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Jackson.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. chewing up big yardage. Another nice game.
I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They find some open field here.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 74 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
11, mighty.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Burrow. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, Jackson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Here we go. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Back to throw here.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On third down, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Tucker's kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Mixon on first down, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 75 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
Now Joe Mixon able to avoid him at the 40. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he stopped immediately there.
Here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Burrow. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, there might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the...
That he's into the clear. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
This time, the extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.